Hello, in the last class we are seeing the part of Langevin theory of dimagnetism, and in that expression we have derived delta omega is equals to plus minus b by twice m. That is the first equation. So this is the expression. Delta omega is the change in the frequency. So this delta omega is the expression for the change in the angular frequency. So when the diamagnetic substances is placed in the external magnetic field. Okay. So from that equation first shows that delta omega is positive and increases when electron moves in clockwise direction. And delta omega is negative and decreases when electron moves in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So equation first is the delta omega is equals to plus minus b by twice m. This plus means delta omega is positive and increases the value when the electron moves in clockwise direction, and delta omega is negative and decreases its value when the electron moves in the anti-clockwise direction. So as the angular frequency of the electron changes, so there is a change in the time period of the electron. So therefore the change in time period of electron, that is denoted by the delta t, is equals to twice pi divided by delta omega. Okay, so this is the change in the time period. So as the time period of electron changes, so therefore change in current denoted by delta I is equals to E by delta T. Okay, so put the value of T. So by putting value of T we get delta I is equals to E divided by twice pi by delta omega, and we get the value delta I is equals to E delta omega by twice pi. So this is the change in the current when the angular velocity of the angular frequency of the electron changes, and when the current changes. Okay, so when this change in the current gives rise to a change in the magnetic moment of the electron in the direction opposite to the direction of magnetic induction. So therefore this change, as we see in the previous class, the change in the magnetic moment, so this change in magnetic moment denoted by the letter delta mu. Okay, and as we know already in the last class we take a PM as a change in the magnetic moment. Okay, so we write as a PM also, and this PM is nothing but the current into area of a circle, means the area of the circular orbit. Okay, so therefore this delta mu is equal to delta I into capital A. Okay, so change in the magnetic moment, and this change is in the direction opposite to B, is in the direction opposite to magnetic induction B. Okay, so this change in magnetic moment is in the direction opposite to the direction of B. So delta mu is equals to delta I into A, where A is the area. This A is the area of circular loop. As we see in the previous class, Therefore delta mu is equals to, we have a value of delta I, that is E delta omega divided by twice pi into pi r0 square. R0 is the radius of the circular orbit where the electron moves. Okay. So this value is the, so in this expression pi and pi get cancelled, so delta mu is equals to E delta omega r0 square divided by 2. Okay, so this is the change in the magnetic moment, where A is the area of the current loop or area of the circular loop where the electron moves. Okay, so we can write this as a E r0 square first into delta omega divided by 2. Okay, we write in the next manner. So this is the second equation, this is the first equation, and this is the second equation. So here put the value of delta omega, means put the equation first, put equation first in second. We get the value delta mu is equals to E r0 square divided by 2 into value of delta omega as a VE by twice m. VE by twice m. Okay. So these E and E get the square, means E square r0 square and B divided by 4m. Okay. E square r0 square and B divided by 4m. So this is the value of change in the, but actual practice, the applied field is not exactly perpendicular to all the electronic orbits. R0 is replaced, so this R0 is replaced by R1. Since the applied field is not exactly perpendicular to the electron orbit. So therefore we write as a delta mu is equals to E square B and R1 square divided by 4m. So this is the final change in the, and if there are Z electrons in the atoms, okay, if there are Z electrons in the atoms, so we write as a, if Z electron is present, then this R1 square is for single electron, so we write as a delta mu is equals to E square B, and here we are taking summation R1 square divided by 4m. This summation means the sum of all the electrons orbit, okay, because the applied field is not exactly perpendicular to the electron orbit and there are Z number of electrons present, so we take here summation of R1 square divided by 4m. So this is the delta mu. In the next class we will proceed this equation, Langevin theorem of diamagnetism, to the end. Okay, so up to this, thank you.